Good morning, Kingdom family. In the background, you hear some music, and I do not own the copyrights. It actually corresponds to what I'm going to talk about today. It is actually the music of chakras unblocking the seven chakras of healing and energy balance. Um, Chakras are energy points. I will be looking at notes. Like I told you, I would do notes, lots of notes. I won't give them all to you because I don't have enough time, but I have lots of them, and I'll dart around to figure what I want to put in here. So, energy points in the body. Chakras are energy points in the body, and there are actually seven. And to unblock them is to set your inner man free and get your inner man balanced, because we do know there are two parts of ourselves. There's the outer self and the inner self, which is our inner man. Not necessarily man as in masculine man, but mankind, human man. So in those 7 points, you have tension when things come that affect your emotional and physical well-being. So I've been meditating since about 2015. So about 2015, 6 years maybe. And oh my God, have I been set free, because that inner man cannot connect with anything outside. For it to be calm and at peace, it has to connect with peace. And we all know there's no peace outside. So I listen to the seven chakras. You can Google them on YouTube. If you go to Google and things like that, you're not going to get to the music and stuff. So you want to just go to YouTube and Google chakra balance and things like that, and it'll pull up a list of things that you could just pick. And then there are vibrational frequencies called hertz, which is when music first came about, presented, was they tested sound by water, where they will apply some type of maybe say throw a rock or something onto the water or something, to see how the vibration and what type of energy it put in the air by the vibration. So it's called vibrational frequencies, and they are represented by hertz, which is HZ, a little H and a Z. H is in Harry, Z is in Zoo, and it's behind numbers. And for instance, I like 777 hertz, because seven is the number of completion. I like a 777 hertz. A 528 is a love energy. A 888 is an abundance, and so on. 111 963 is a God number. So that being said, the chakras are being balanced in the background with the music. Chakras are said to be spinning discs of energy that should stay open. When we're bitter and frustrated, angry and mad all the time, and just don't release, they get tight, and we cannot function properly if they're tight. They have to stay open so you can be free flowing as we navigate in this life. If we're going to be productive and successful, we have to navigate with a flow. So they should stay open, absent the anger and pent up frustration, and just let life be what it is. Be present and aware, and I'll get to that in a minute. In our emotions and physicals, because we do have control. What's outside cannot affect us. It's how we react. So then, as it corresponds, the chakras correspond to bundles of nerves in the body. So now we talk about nerves, and everybody, if every woman, a woman said, "I my nerves," they're telling the truth, because the chakras are so affected. The nerves are tight. The nerves are just, unrelentingly unquenchable. So that is why you want to meditate with this type of music. It calms the spirit. You become in the moment. You become aware of your energetic body. And then you move into your awareness, which is to be in the moment, to be present, not to be in the future, not to think about what happened yesterday or 2 hours ago. Right in the moment. Just stay. That's all you have is the moment. So, um, one thing I wanted to talk about was changing the course of your future. If you present, um, let me see here, the more presentation, we all, the future is unknown. The present is all we have. The past is gone, and the future is unknown. So we want to change the course of the future since it's unknown. That means it's still an open slate that we can change the course of by the present. And that's why you want to come in a moment of awareness. So one thing I want you to reflect on today, as my pastor said, Pastor Jamal, he's an online pastor of New Birth Church, and Pastor Jamal said that if you don't come from a rich family, a wealthy family, rich is one thing, wealthy is another. Rich is some dollars, wealthy is set generational. Okay, there, Black Wall Street is history, but it's not the end. So we definitely can realize that quadruple fold. So he said, if you didn't come from a wealthy family, you create a wealthy family. You create entrepreneurship. You have a gift. Something is in you that you know how to do. Some kind of niche that you can spend some change to where you go get this $200 outfit, this polo such and such, or this Donna Karen da da da. Spend that on an LLC, and then you can do what you need to do in your niche. So anyway, believe. And let me see here. I'm not gonna stay long. Um, the stock. Don't be afraid to get in stock. Don't be afraid to make money, and don't be afraid to make your own. You don't have to get paid anything. You don't have to do any work you want to do. Create your own. And like I said in one post, I'm gonna start doing more videos because I don't know reading is time consuming. Study. That's what I'm gonna say. I posted about studying. Grants are free. Pell grants, state grants, federal grants, they are free for you to get your education. Seize them now. Seize them now. Well, you the people are discouraged. You don't have to pay them loans. You'll be making six figures. You can pay the loans back. I wouldn't worry about that risk, okay? If we already under 650 credit, we need to figure out something. And every 8 weeks term, a course lasts 8 weeks. You can do it at school or you can do it online if you're savvy. And I can run a tech class if you need. However, don't worry about the loan. Don't let that be your hindrance, your barrier. Sign up for school. If you need to get your high school, this and that's blocking you, get your GED. It's never too old. Never too old to get that state test done. Study for it. Of course, you got to study. Go to the library or pull it online. Study for the state, what they're going to require you to study. It's 7 minutes. Oh my God, almost 8. So, finally, family. I gotta mention this. Respect the family. Are we raising kings? God, we gotta stop what we say in front of these children. Be careful with your mouth. God said in the word, in the power of the mouth, and the power of the tongue is life and death. Stop talking, speaking death over these children. Stop letting these children come over here and say anything and do anything in this world and shaking and popping and licking and all that. Stop that. Don't allow it. Don't even let it play. If you let it play, you entertain it. They entertain it. That's the future. No. Clean their ears up, clear their minds up. Let them be kids, for God's sake. Let's go old school. That was my theme, old school. We got to go back old school. What did your grandmother say? Stay with your grandmother. Stick with your grandmother taught you. My grandmother's 96, still alive, relaxing in the social room. Stick with your grandmother saying. It was Jesus then, it's Jesus now. That's another thing I want to refer you to. Maryam in the Quran is chapter 19. Jesus is there too, named Yahya. So read up and stop letting things divide us and just get your education, get your knowledge. It's free. Why would you just lay up? Eight weeks, you get your refund every 8 weeks because the grants are so overwhelming in funds that school doesn't cost a lot if you're only taking 1 or 2 courses. Everything left over for that term is yours in your pocket. And if it's grant money, you don't have to pay it back. Of course, if it's loans, you have to pay it back. But that's after you graduate and get on your feet. So don't be discouraged. Don't be trickier in there or discouraged. Let somebody pull you down because they don't want to do it. God bless you. I don't want to hold you. I know y'all busy. It's 9:10. God bless.